Okay, everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Callie. This is my channel. It's random, and today's no different. I'm gonna be talking about my 2-month anniversary from my car accident. I don't know what will come up. I've been having a really couple chaotic days because my son decided to wean himself off of the milk, breast milk, and so it's been a couple nights of like screaming and crying, and it's like I don't know what's going on with him. So it's high levels of energy in the house today, and today will mark 2 months exactly when the date that we got into our car accident was December 2nd. And so it's been 2 months of, just trying to have a semi-normal life again. Obviously a lot has changed. Today my son actually drove in the vehicle for the first time. We just went not very far, just down the road, and for a while he didn't even want to get back in the car. And for me, it was kind of the same. I've only been a couple places, and it's not like I'm scared to drive, but it's like, very high anxiety sometimes when there's just so many people on the road in such a busy place. I'm from a small town, and so being here in such a big city, I'm outside Houston, so it's just a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys how I'm doing, how I'm healing. As you can see, I'm still broken. I don't know what's going on. This little bone here. I decided to bring my x-ray so I could show you guys the break. If you can see, this bone is 100% displaced, they said, but it's real strange. The whole thing is real strange because, so like this bone sticking out like that, obviously, when it's supposed to be, not that much. So this needs to like ideally come down here. But I've been working with it as, much as I can. What's really strange is it feels like a bone has already like grown here. Like it feels like the bone has already grown back, but just this piece, like the lighting is weird. I'm getting new lighting, but the bone is still like, if I'm not careful, if I like hold bad posture, I got bad posture, but if I like hold my arm, I have to basically stay in decent posture, else it will start to like pop out. It's not as sharp though, and I can do a lot more. Like I have pretty much full range of motion, and they wanted me up in a sling. Like I tried to wear the sling, but it was really difficult because one, it's like being in the sling like made my arm lazy to like not hold itself up, and also it just really hurt my arm in this area. And I was thinking like how they have people do that, I don't know. Of course, obviously, ideally you would want the sling so you wouldn't have that movement. Maybe it would have healed a lot faster or something. I don't know. It seems like it's healed pretty fast, but even though it's still, I don't know. So the things like they don't talk about when you get into a car accident and things happen, like one is you just, in order to keep up with all of the doctor's visits and all of that stuff is so tiring. And not just that, like I told you guys, I had to call like 40 different doctors to see who would take the insurance, and none of them were like, oh, we don't take that insurance. Yet the insurance company was like, they all should accept us, blah blah blah. And it was just so much energy, and I don't know what it says about me that I like gave up. Like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to heal it myself because I know I have the ability to do it. Obviously, it would be a much more perfect healing if it was surgically put in place. Like, this bone maybe wouldn't be here. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I may forever just have like this mark of cosmic spanking saying, hey, you should have been paying attention to the red signs and or the red flags. And for me, the signs were slowing down, taking it easier, all of that, and I just didn't, like I said, it was kind of my fault because I put in the wrong address in the GPS. It took me all the way into Houston, which we live outside of Houston. There's not any reason for us to go into Houston unless one time we did go into Houston when I was pregnant because I wanted some red mango frozen yogurt, but that's it. There's no real reason for us to go into Houston. Everything we need is here. And so had I took my time, was breathing, doing my checking in with self and self-care and self-nourishment, then I would have seen that I had the wrong address in. And, we wouldn't have been up in Houston during rush hour traffic. It just, so it's like, I see why it happened in the way of like, one, I needed like a reality check. Like, hey, like you need to sit down and look at what's important. You're off in the sky and not here on the ground. Like, get in the body. Like, get in the body. I teach body communication, yet I hardly even do it because it's like when you have a kid, everything changes. And it shouldn't be like that, but it is. So I don't know, it's crazy. So just even, and not even that, like learning how to recommunicate with my body after I've had a baby. It's like, this isn't my same body. Now I'm in a new body. Well, it's the same body, but now it's new, it's different, it's changed, And so it's like, all right, how do I maneuver through new territory and get reconnected when, for the most part, when I got pregnant, I had good control over my body up until the end, and it was like, I'm taking over, and I'm like, whoa, okay. And then after I had the baby, it was like, you don't have any room here, It's like I was kicked out of my body, and my body just kind of did what its natural instincts were to take care of a baby and all of that, You get very primal minded when you have a baby, and so coming back out of that, trying to get back into my, my rhythm, my pattern, my taking care of self, because if you were not raised in a home that really puts self-care in the foundation of existence, it's something you have to learn, and it's harder to teach an old dog new tricks than it is for a puppy. So I'm an old dog learning new tricks and really getting my foundation in self-care nourishment, down is where I'm at, like every day waking up, eating, and just tuning in with my body through some breaths, through some meditation, through some yoga, through anything. We started Tai Chi and Qigong and Qigong. I don't know how you say it. Qiqong, but since my collarbone has been broken, it's a little easier for me to do those movements rather than contorting myself in different ways that I do in yoga. But I do miss yoga. I'm ready to get back on the mat. I haven't tried yet. I might. I don't know. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick and say, this is my 2 months since my car accident, 2 months since breaking my collarbone. And I don't know if a lot of you guys know, I have my website, The Panaceian. When I got sober, I had this vision of helping people heal from different trauma, mental, emotional, and I never considered physical trauma, but I do come across a lot of people with physical trauma, and how their brain is altered after physical trauma is really interesting, because what happens is the same as if you have emotional or mental trauma, when the body goes through so much pain, or when there's such an amplification of high energy that you can't process it, the brain does the cognitive dissonance, and it's like, okay, let's split. You will suppress you, I'll come into overdrive, and from there it's like, excuse me, my nose itched. from there, you don't coming back to normal. I've worked with people who have been in actually car accidents who went into a very primal state of mind from the trauma of the accident. So why in my line of work, because I'm all about the mind, the psyche. Let me in there, let me dig, let me see what we find, because I bet you'd be surprised. I'm always surprised. Even digging in my own psyche, I'm surprised. So, but I never considered, that mind and that body, people who have extreme trauma of the body, how that affects their mind, and then working through that is not work for the weak of, for the faint of heart. It's a lot of effort to go through that. And so first couple weeks I cried a lot. I was really super depressed, and I don't know if you would say I was depressed now, but it's more like a numbing thing. Like, okay, where do we go from here? I'm healing. Things are kind of getting back to normal. Good things came out of such a crazy, terrible car accident, but it was like those things I didn't need to happen in order to get the lesson. If I would have just sat my bottom down and paid attention, listen to the signs. That's all I'm saying. I need to listen to the signs, listen to what I really need to do, and do it, and quit messing around. Now's not the time for play. It's like game face. So see if I can pull it together or what. I kind of have no choice, and sometimes I fight it, I do fight it. And so I don't want to drag this video on. It already has kind of been dragged on a little bit. It's nice to have an outlet to talk and just, there's a lot I hold on to. I really don't talk about my emotions a lot. And since my car accident, I've been very emotional. And so even today, man, I don't know. It's just been a crazy day. And so that's where I'm at. And that's what I'm doing. And I will be hopefully getting some videos up here really soon on body calm, so you guys can all see what I'm talking about when I talk about body communication. If you go back to my very first video, it's called What is Body Communication? It's actually where I go over it, and that actually was going to be what my channel was going to be about, body communication. But back then I was doing like record a minute, record 2 minutes, because you don't know, you might be nervous, you might mess up what you're gonna say. So I had my very first body comm video. It was like 16 videos that I have to go and stitch together and cut, and yeah, so, and it's on my old computer, which you guys remember I had to get a new computer because my old computer was slow and I couldn't keep up with me and everything I was doing. So yeah, just I'm gonna do some videos though, because I want to talk about the car that I was in. I was in a Honda Pilot. Had I not been in a Honda Pilot, I would be dead today, for sure. Monty, my dog, probably would be dead today as well. So it's crazy. I do want to talk about those Honda Pilots because I am amazed. Where I'm from in Michigan, people don't drive Honda Pilots. In Texas, they're all over. So great vehicle, especially for a car accident. Really, it really saved us. I mean, we took 3 very, very, very heavy impacts. 3 very heavy impacts. 2 were the medians. 1 was another car going 70 miles per hour. And on my side, and I'm alive here to tell the story today. And if you look at the vehicle, you would be just like shocked. I'll put the pictures up, but I have to do a whole video because that will take some video editing, and you guys obviously can see I haven't been editing my videos lately, just putting them up there raw, me where I'm at. So that's that, y'all. That's that. And I'm gonna go because I have some food waiting for me and I'm hungry, but I did just want to get on and show you guys the x-ray of my break. I'm gonna do some videos and tell y'all what I've been doing to heal my collarbone. I'm gonna show you guys my little magic bag of tricks that I've been, using and working with. And so yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks again for everyone who's been with me. I appreciate those 15 to 25 of you who watch my videos. You don't comment, so I don't know who you are, but I wish you did. I know maybe 5 or 6 of you, but I don't know who you other ones are. So I would love to know. feel free. You know, all my platforms are down below. If there's anything I've ever said that says, hey, like, I want to reach out, like, reach out. That's what I'm here for, you know? So yeah, I will talk to y'all later. And again, thank you.